Welcome back to the conversation, and of course, we're in Lagos right now. The holidays are here, and this is the most extended break for school children, and it can be a long one for parents if they do not have plans on how to engage their children. Today, we're talking about engaging kids through crafts during the vacation. And we have Dupe Adekunle, CEO Craft Plus, here with us.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm happy to be here.
You're welcome. We're glad to have you join us here. So before we get into the conversation proper, just tell us a bit about yourself. How did you find yourself in the art of craft and Wild for Children?
Okay. In 2019, I think, my children were, my daughter, I had a little one, then I had a daughter that was, I think, 6, and there was a long break. And summer school for me, there was, you go back to summer school and be doing maths and English and everything, and I didn't like that. So because I know how to bake, I know how to, so I was teaching her baking at home. I had an office, so I just took her to the office and I was baking, and that time was BBM, so I posted on my BBM, and everyone was like, okay, please, I want my child to come. I said, oh, you should come, and all that. And 2020, I said, okay, everybody bring your children. I said, I'm not teaching them maths, I'm not teaching them English, I'm not teaching them. They are coming to learn how to cook, do art and craft, paint, dance, do whatever. And that's how we started, because I didn't like school growing up.
You didn't like school?
It's a very hard something. It was very hard for me to do that. And so holidays was holiday. Growing up, we used to go to summer, go to London and everything, go to the park and everything. But now we are in Nigeria, we're not going to any park. There's no park to go to. But what I did was, okay, I took them to the museum. I made them go on BRT buses because they've never been on. Their father nearly died anyway, but I did it. I took them to, there was one place in Oshodi, they built one nice park there, but it's cleared now. I documented it, taught them how to pluck a weed, taught them how to do that. So, and I found out that they need life skills. I studied English in school, but is it English that will cook food, or is it English that we used to teach? It doesn't make sense. So I thought that develop the children's other skills for life. Everybody in Nigeria, maths and English, you must know it. You have lesson teacher. I had different lesson teacher, maths teacher, Ghanaian, everything. I didn't see past that maths, you see. It was hard work. So I didn't want my child or my children to go through that. So I wanted them to develop their other skills, because other skills work. Like now, everybody, before I came here, they came to do my makeup. Before, it's white powder, and you rub and do eye pencil, and you're done. Now they're doing contour, just so the girl. That white powder just put, I'm okay. So we see that in Nigeria now, we have skills that are making money. Unlike, I'm a lawyer, I'm a doctor. Yeah, there's still money there, but there are people that are makeup artists, there are musicians, there are dancers, there are people that recite poems. So, spoken words and all that. You see children, I saw these children, I don't know their name, like something academy. Now, they just dance, they go to school to dance. Now they're in France. Why? Because they've seen their skills are transferable. But they're not saying, oh, are you good in maths, are you good in geography? They're not using that, they're using what can entertain, what can be showed globally. So I feel that your skills can go from local to global, whatever it is. I don't believe in looking down on skills. Also, when I was in Form 3, you know, we had another long break when you finish your work, and my mother was like, you must learn something. So I went somewhere in Anthonyville, Miss Akinto, I will never forget her, God bless her, learned how to make jollof rice, pizza, fried rice, meat pie, everything. So we had to do that. Then when I finished my Form 5, Form 6, I had to learn how to drive. I was driving very early. You must, my mother believed that so after all this book, you must learn a skill. So I believe in skills, and that's how I got there. My mother introduced me to it, so I was just passing on to my daughters. So I just feel it works. It's something that works.
Okay. Having worked with kids, you know, from time to time, what skills do you think are more popular amongst children, and why do you think those skills, you know, appeal to them? And when we're talking about kids, what is the age range we're looking at here?
attention span for children are really small, so I try to take them from 5 years old. But I had a 4-year-old. A 4-year-old that was passionate. Yeah, 4 years. Yeah.
Did you sit in a place?
Okay, that's why. Okay, I studied Montessori, right? So I know how to engage children. Some children work in a group. Some children like to work individually. This 4-year-old just was phenomenal in the sense that she was just all over the place, and I had to contain her. She wanted to make meat pie, cut away, do all that. So, but there are 4-year-olds that they are good. So if you are good, give them crayon and pencil. They will sit in one place. They will create whatever they want to. Let them draw the paper. Give them 10 paper. They will be drawing. So you are channeling the energy. Then the older ones, I know that children love to cook. Picky children that doesn't eat.
Even boys.
Boys. Oh yeah. I'll get to the boys now.
I know one.
There's a man that came. He had two girls and a boy. And I said, I don't want to put my boy there. I said, please. He said he doesn't know where to put him. I said, okay, leave him for one day. Because he didn't want to pay for the boy. He said, what is boy doing in the kitchen? And, you know, I said, okay, leave him. And you know, the boy did better than his two sisters because he wanted to know, Auntie, can I make cupcakes? Can I ice it? So I came back. When the father came, I said, please, can you just leave him? He'll go for free. And it was my best student so far because he had the passion. He wanted to know. And you can't teach somebody that doesn't want to know. They must have the passion. Children love to create for themselves. Picky eaters, if they cook if they are in the process of doing what they are going to eat, they will eat it.
They will eat it, yeah.
My daughter doesn't like fish right now. She doesn't like it, but when she likes the process, but she won't eat it. It's okay, but she knows how to do it. But I had to interpret, I had to teach or reteach parents that boys also do it. We watch MasterChef in the abroad. It's men that are cooking. If you see all these Equal-B people that sell super soup, it's the men grilling, men. Another. But we think it's women that has to be in the kitchen. But it's not only cooking we are teaching them. We are teaching them tie and dye. I believe our culture, like now, Adira is in vogue. If you notice in fashion, why can't you teach them? Things are hard now. Somebody said to come and buy tie and dye for 45,000. Sorry. I know where they said it. I know where
and then you tie it yourself.
I tie it. There's YouTube, there's TikTok. They will take you step by step. We don't relearn. We don't reteach ourselves. So if you don't know something, go to avenues and areas that can teach you. Come to me, I can teach you. Go to YouTube, get books, get TikTok. People are ready to teach you for free. But we Nigerians, you know, our culture is dying because we are not pushing it. We are not pushing. Like now, when I was younger, I used to have cowries in my hair. We used to use this soto. Soto is braids that reach your bum bum. I used to put cowries. And yeah, babalawo. I said, no, cowrie is money. He said, yeah, babalawo, you are fetish. No, cowries used to be a form of exchange for money. So if they ask me, it's also a conversation starter. Oh, why do you have this? I'll be there because, cowries. Do you know what cowries are? And I educate you. I've caught you. I brought you in. And when bees now, you have coral bees. Is it fake? Is it? Tell you the real one is here, and this one is there. Can you? And beading is the easiest thing to do. You just putting it in a rope and tying it. Simple, and you got something else. Also, the reason why I teach crafts is that Nigeria is so hard now. The whole world is everything is expensive. Why don't you teach them? Start them on a path to entrepreneurship early. My daughter makes coconut oil and skincare. And she won an award for it when she was like 8. She's now 16. But I stopped her because she was in boarding house. Now she's coming out. She's continuing. She's going for an interview in the next 2 weeks. They want to ask her how did she cope running her business. You see, when you run your business, you can run your life. It's not just book and master. Yeah, master is good. You do it. But, okay, how do I present? I've learned how do I present, how do I package it, how do I present.
It's not just about learning.
Yeah, so you just keep learning, but we just have to do it. I feel that I watched something else. One guy said, oh, summer school, don't take your children to summer school. I was like, what kind of summer school are you taking your child to? Are you taking your child to go for dancing classes or driving lessons or sewing classes? And then I don't still like to sew. So when I was from, because sewing has maths.
So much potential.
Yes, it has maths, and I don't like maths.
Yeah.
Yes,
it has maths.
What's the maths there?
You have to do
calculation when you calculate.
Especially when you want to do a cow neck or you want to get the precision or something, you must be precise. If you're not precise, then you have the patterns going up and down, and I have issues with that. So what you, yeah, what you, what you are not good at, you move maybe. You can learn it, but I know that is a potential problem. So I get
Potential problem.
so I get tailors to do the tailoring, but I design it. So it's easy. I can design for you. This I want it. This I want it. Obviously, I design this. But how long are they? You do it. You do it for me.
Stick to what works for
Yeah,
you.
what works for you. So that's it.
Okay, I want us to talk about child's development. How does craft contribute to the cognitive skills of a child's development?
Cognitive, let's start. If you are sewing, just the needle, threading a needle. Do you know how that thing is?
Yeah.
It's harder now for me. Because I
Because you can't see, so you're
Even
going
with
like,
my glasses, you are
yes, you're still, you use feet and everything. So coordinatives, if they are using hand-hand coordination, eye-hand coordination, they are learning that. They are tying fabric with rubber, with thread. It's a form of making hair. They are using Iko. You know what Iko is? Raffia. It's a byproduct of you tie it or coin. You know coin, sponge, local sponge.
Yes.
We use that. We use rubber bands. Then they also learn colors. If you mix green and blue and yellow, what do you get? Do you mix red and yellow? What do you get? They learn how to do colors. They learn how to design from them. Okay, they are imagining it. Okay, I want to make this bead. Every first bead, I want to put a stone here. Everyone, I want to put red. So they are learning design. They are learning how to create from their imagining. They are imagining and they are creating it. So when they see, they're like, oh, that's nice. Okay, I have flour and butter. What can flour and butter give me? With sugar. Can I make pancake? Can I make scotch egg? Can I make sausage roll? Can I make pie? Can I make a tart? So they are thinking, okay, I can give you recipe. Like if you watch, what do you call it, show, cooking show, they give you all the ingredients.
So go and make something.
They can give somebody the same ingredients and they produce totally different things. Even if they follow the recipe, the taste is different. I always tell people that your hands taste. If I cook and you cook, it can never taste the same way. Our hands has their own taste even if you use gas, it would never taste. So everybody has their individuality, and it makes you proud. Okay, I got flour and I've made sausage roll. It's a proud moment for them. So I've learned how to make beads. I'm using Kura beads. Oh, I've learned about my culture. I made tie and dye. It's from Abeokuta. Leather works. I'm doing leather. It's from the north. I'm learning how to make wara. How many people know how to make wara? Very simple. Wara. How many people know how to make yogurt? It's also kunu. You can do all that. You can learn. Zobo is the easiest thing to learn. Just the leaves, boil it, put sugar, and that's all. But some people still make it, don't know how to make it. So you teach them. And when they get old now, I'm like, okay, what can I do? My daughter studying for psychology right now. And NYC stuff is like she wants to teach them mental health in the primary schools. And the preacher was like, mental health? Yes, because sometimes children are going for exams, they break down. I don't even know what to do. The teachers are spoken down. You are nobody, you cannot be anybody. She said them, no, you are somebody. Tell yourself I'm somebody. So craft makes you think inwards and bring your imagination to life. So you also think about your life in another different way, not just science. What is integrated science? What is Christianity? What is Muslim? All that more is copy and paste. Nigerians, we cram a lot. That's why we are very good academically. You know.
But when it comes to
intelligence, you are not thinking. And you know, I was teaching a class last week. Somebody asked me, I said, I was teaching them Zobo to make Zobo. And she said, you know, you can serve Zobo in an elitist wedding, like Stavido. She said, no, Zobo, how can they drink Zobo? I said, stop there. I have a friend that was a caterer at that wedding. She made Igba, that's garden egg with peanut sauce. That's what she said. She made boli and fish and said ukwobi. I said, did she serve it? She said, yes. I said, did they make money? I said, yes. And they took picture and put it on Instagram. I said, did you think your Ombu Zobo could get to the palace place? We don't think that we can do well. So we stay in that place. I said, I sell my Zobo. A bottle, if you are selling one for 500, I'm selling for 2,000. I said, why? I said, my packaging will be nice. And the way I present it to you, like I said, this same water that I sell you 200 naira, if you go to Sheraton, it's 4,000 naira with ice and lemon. She said, I said, yes, they drink it and they buy it. What are you talking about? She didn't understand it. So I had to bring her psyche that your mentality of poverty, bring it up a bit. Because, so things like that. So craft, you have to tell people that we craft everything. We craft the way you are dressing is a craft. Makeup is a craft. Years ago, when I wanted to get married, back when she was doing that, she made my makeup. I can't even afford. Right now, I can't afford that. I can't even call her. She greets me, I greet her. But you know, I can't still pull an eyebrow to now. They did it when I was coming in here. I can't be bothered. They said about that. I said just do the eyebrow. And okay, I can't still pull it. It's a craft and it's an act.
It's a skill.
It's a skill. And she's making so much money out of it. So why don't you develop yourself? I'm sure she studied something in school, but she's not using that now. So if you picture your child that, okay, my child is going to learn this as a plan B, just in case. Yeah, we read all the book, be a doctor, be everything, but they must have
we need to balance it because
balance
education
it.
is important.
We must read. We must wear graduation gown, everything. Your parents must wear gele. Yeah, I believe in that, but you must learn something else.
Okay, so when parents, when they bring their kids in, or even after you have worked with these children, how can parents identify, a particular craft for a child?
Okay. What I do is that any child that comes in, I do like a test for them. Like I said earlier, some children don't like to learn in a group. Some people like to learn on their own, individual. So there's a report after. Your child likes working alone. People that like working alone, give them beads. They are there. They are not looking up. They are sewing, they are doing it. People that like to work in the brook, you give me water. They are mixing. I'm the one mixing. You bring the cups and put it in the oven. You give people that are alone, give them just individual tasks. This is what my child come out away doing. Pick the ewedu, stay there forever. Call the okra, do tie and tie, and come back. But you have to teach the child that you can also work in groups.
Exactly. I was going to go to that.
You must teach. You must tell them, because I'm teaching you. You are listening to me. Yeah, there's teamwork. Life is not only you. There are other people in your. Because if you do all the bidding, how do you talk to your customer who will come and buy? You must learn that. So after a while, it starts with that kind of child. You put him with just 2 people first, so they can be friends, right? Then the ones that are in group too, you have to also teach them how to be alone. To be alone, because they can't be dependent on people all the time. Do your own. So you give them individual craft to do. And people that work in a group. Now, if you learn, you go and make a cupcake. Make it your own. Make it a pink cupcake. You make it a blue cupcake. You make it with currants. You make it with icing or butter. You know why? With that way, they are being creative. They are thinking outside the box, away from the group. And the person that is or like to be alone, you put the person in the group and say, okay, so they do it. We mix it, but we also tell the parents, this is what you're going to work on after the class and to improve your child.
Okay. Let's talk about safety precautions. You've talked about baking and all. So what are the safety precautions that parents should be aware of, especially during the season regarding crafts?
Well, for example, like if you are going to use knives, there are different kinds of knives to use for children and adults. Yeah, you are going to buy it. It's going to cost a bit of money, but it's an investment. It doesn't go bad. So you have to guard your gas. If you are using stove, gas, all those kind of things, you have to tell them when to use it. Like if you are going to put on the oven, they can never put on the oven, especially if they are unsupervised. They must be supervised. Shopping, you can teach them how to shop, how to use your card, how to negotiate. They say, oh, this is 100 naira. You say, no, auntie, can you take 80?
You teach them that one?
Yes, we take them to the market. I take them. I take them to the market when they are buying if they say eggs, you can't price egg, it's supermarket. But I take them to the local market. They say, this is 100 naira. You say, auntie, collect 20 naira from me. So I know why it's 80 naira buy. You are teaching them negotiation skills. You are teaching them what money is. Don't just wait. If they say 100 naira, you're not paying. No. You must learn it. You teach them how to use POS. Then that's like, I took my own children to the bank. These are to use the ATM machine. These are to save money, and these are to withdraw. It's a skill. It's not when you now get to NYC, you now say, come and open an account, you now learn how to even do your signature. Or how to. So all those things I put it in because it's life skill. They don't teach them that in school. They just teach them balance sheet, which I still hate. It's horrible. Okay, something it was hard. So we do in all areas. Like if for tie and dye, I must cover it. It's because it's chemicals. You must have goggles, gloves, and everything so that nobody is injured. And we do it outdoor. There are some things we spray like flowers. We do flowers. you spray outside, well ventilated areas and all that. But with whatever craft you are doing, there's do's and don'ts, advantages and disadvantages, how this can work, how this cannot work. Because we don't teach them, then they just go astray. So there's always safety precaution in whatever we do.
Taken.
Yeah.
Okay, I know some people, some young mothers today who see their children with some craft tools and they go, so how do you, work with parents also, to encourage their kids, and what are the basic tools that they can have at home to encourage crafts?
I always tell people that parents that say that is either they were not introduced to it at all, and when they were introduced to it, it caused trauma. So they are not aware. They don't even understand it. So people like that, we educate them. We re-educate. Like for example, ages ago when Montessori came out, and they were saying children would say from A B C D to they were saying that. They were like, what's that? For my style, I said, help me. My daughter is speaking Greek, and I said, it just sounds. It makes them read better. Art is cat, not C-A-T. Doesn't spell cat. Doesn't register in their brain. So you have to teach the parents that look, basic things in the house: crayon, pencil, paper, watercolor pencil, different color of pencil. Okay, the child that likes to cook, buy small flour, make pancakes. Pancakes is the easiest thing. Pancakes is flour, sugar, butter, and ororo, vegetable, fried. Scotch egg, buy egg. Buy status meat, sausage roll, breadcrumbs. It's very. You can even make breadcrumbs at home. Toast the bread, blend it, make it dry. That's it. So you have to teach the parents. Also let the child know, because it's not the telly. Telly is not good. Let them work with their hands. Like if it rains, let them run inside the rain. When they come back, you use rub on them. Let me explain. No. Did you run inside the rain when you're young? I did.
I still want to do it.
Yeah, but there's precaution for you. Why they have to experience what rain is. Like if you travel now, if you travel and you see snow, if you stay indoor, I'll go and pick the snow. I will even taste it. I'm sorry, I've never seen it before. You must experience it. Yeah, I will touch it. Somebody, my sister-in-law, and there was my husband. He went to England and there was ale. Like, I'm seeing ale. He showed me. I was like, ale. I said, okay, touch it. I was saying, send the pictures because I've not seen it before. They were little like tapioca balls, but they were ale. Tapioca balls? Yeah, they were smaller. They were small. They were not the huge ones. So I was like, you just put it well like tapioca balls. I said, oh, this is nice. This is how it is. Simple. Does it taste well? Does it taste? You cannot taste if it's on the floor now. But the story is that whatever you want to learn, you must experience it. The children must have things in the house that can encourage crafting. Like I said, they can have beads around the house. The beads for their hair alone, they can just make it up. They can gum it. Macaroni, you can paint macaroni and do a craft. You can do a lot of things. Just put things around the house. Okay, some people say, oh, crafting. Drumming is a craft. You don't have drums. Bring out paint buckets. Bring out omorogo. They'll make noise, but they are learning it. Also give them opportunities to watch YouTube, TikTok, but it's controlled, right? They learn little things there. You see children making money. They are doing a lot of things. Even coding. I don't know anything about coding, but you can learn basic things. How to use computer, how to use. They can open your phone without you even knowing. Oh, yeah. How do they learn? Because they are looking at you, and they will go to the settings that you've never seen. My daughter locked off my phone for almost 3 days. I was like, God, help me. I had to reflash it because she locked it up. I didn't even know my password again because she went all the way. If I had introduced, she kept on trying. I locked the whole thing. But if I had introduced her a little bit, we wouldn't have all this issue. So make your home environment accessible to things they can learn from. Not just go and read your math book. I mean, go and, Oh, yeah, 2 tomatoes and 2 onions makes what? 1 tuber of yam. How many people? Okay, you have a tuber of yam. How many slices can you get out of this? Divide it into 3 people. Okay, I've gotten 9 slices out of it. Divide it equally among 3 people. That means 3, slice
You
it.
that you don't like maths, you're not telling them
That
to
was
do
simple, easy. They didn't tell me to do all my thing. They didn't tell me to do minus 5
maths. You're
x.
not telling them to do
No,
maths.
no, it's simple maths. It's just 2 plus 2. And they didn't tell me 2a plus
Maths is
3b
maths.
x. Find x.
Fine, now me lost the x.
Oh, God.
Where is X?
Where's x? I'm not looking for y over here. I don't
Divide
want.
the x.
I don't want to know pi ratio. I don't want to know those ratios. It's not helping me. Some people are good at it. Let them operate. If they are math people, good. If they are English, okay. There's like if you are, like now, there's a voiceover academy that they teach how to speak and pronounce things. They can be small broadcasters. Who knows? Start reading. When we were young, we used to read newspaper to improve our English and all that. Me, I don't buy newspaper again. I read everything.
And billboards.
Yeah, billboards, you know. You read it. My dad would say, okay, read, what's the heading? If you read it, what has that story you read, summarize it. What the words you don't bring it out. I write maybe circumstances, successful. Okay, look at the dictionary. We had big dictionary. You write what successful is, then you now make 5 sentences with that sentence alone, with that word alone. That has improved, you know.
It sticks.
Yeah,
vocabulary.
it sticks. But you know, other things, if you can do that, you can do that with other things too. Okay, start cutting onions, so they will cry you. They will not cut tomato.
This has to say that parents have to be actively involved.
Yes,
They have to-
Intentional.
they have to be intentional
Like-
parents.
Abibola will say.
They have to be intentional because if you are not intentional, they can't remember it. They see you as role models. Whatever you do, if you cough, if you notice, if you sneeze, your children will sneeze the same way. If my signature is like my mom's own. They follow your pattern. So if you don't show them, they will learn from somebody else. And I don't want anybody to teach my child. I'm sorry. Except the one in school, but even in school, I make sure I teach them before they get to
to
school.
So you spoke about your 4-year-old that
Yeah.
you worked with.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what is the best age, you know, can a child start this craft from?
I'd say any age, so far the child has, but it depends on their attention span. Like 2.5 years old don't have an attention span, just give them sponge to be squeezing and all that. But from 4 years old, they have enough memory, they can follow pattern. They're already tracing in school. They are tracing. If they are tracing, they can do anything. They are tracing their, they know colors.
They know colors,
They know,
they know shapes.
They know shapes
Yeah.
and all that. So if you say, you cut your banana in rounds, what shape is that? They'll say a circle.
Circle, yeah.
Can you cut me a circle? They'll cut it. They will say, oh, if you cut carrot, can you get cubes from it? Can you get round shapes? They are learning. So they know it. But like I said, it depends on the child. The child has passion. If he doesn't have, then we start from 5, 6. 6, they're already talking. They are reading, quote unquote. No, yeah. So they can, if you push it slowly, not give them all the ones that they will not faint. They just introduce slowly, and they will get it.
Okay, you are the teacher. You are the craft queen. So how do parents? Because you talked about ewedu.
Yes, you got it.
ewedu.
I hated it growing
So
up.
how can parents support, you know, their kids, you know, in such craft without it making look as if they are doing work again?
Okay.
That it
I want to ask you, when you were
like a
younger,
chore.
did you go and grind pepper in the market?
Yes.
Did you pick beans?
It was work, Sha.
Yeah, but it was. If you make it enjoyable,
It was work.
you could make it enjoyable. You know what you can do?
You know my mother now.
Yes.
How could she have made it enjoyable?
Yeah, but you make now because, like I said, you don't transfer exactly. You know what this you are in 2024. You want your child to pick beans.
Okay.
Put white beans and brown beans together. Separate it.
Huh.
They stay there longer. It's just a cup. Don't let them do it. Just give them a cup. They are there. They are picking it. You now say, oh,
Less commotion in the house.
yes, less commotion. There will be peace. At least for 5 minutes, there will be peace. They will pick beans. They will do pick. You know, you have to pick from the leaf, not from the stalk.
Yes.
Vegetable, give it them. They should be picking it.
egusi.
Egusi is worst. Worst. My grandmother.
I never liked it.
Oh, my
My
grandmother used to
grandmother,
share.
yeah.
Oh, it was punishment. Still punishment.
And when you
today.
break
So
it,
that is a chore.
It's a chore. But you see that egusi seed,
it's a
the
skill.
back.
Some people know how to
The
do it
back,
without breaking it.
They are very good. You know those shafts, all the husk of the egusi, do you know you can use it for art and craft? You can put it and you can put shapes and point it out with glue and it sticks. That's color yellow.
Yeah.
They're learning yellow. You can put it in triangle, you can put it in round. So whatever you think is weird, even okra, if you cut okra, the shape put it in paint and put it on stencil.
Oh.
They get different shapes. You can cut yam, you can do stars on yam, stamp it. You can do a lot of things. Even beans, you can use it to write their names, right? Or where is your name is, or where you put glue. They stick it. They will stay there. You develop it. It's not as once they become experts. They're small. But the parents must be intentional. They must like it. Parents don't like it. If you have a nanny, let your nanny help. You can delegate a bit, because I won't say it's the mom or the daddy that wants to do it. Like that, I told you, it's the daddy that brought those children. Their mother was working. Yes, it's daddy that brought the children. 3 of them. He said, help me. I just, because the son was going back at home and he wanted to have daddy time. You know, so I said, just leave the boy there. And he did well and all that. And most of my students now, they are graduates. And some of them, I see them, I'm doing this now, I'm doing. Some of them were in university, they were selling necklaces and doing everything. The skill is still there. They know how to bargain. I bought it 100 naira, I'm selling at 250. I'm selling at 300. They've learned the work of making profit, of interacting with people. Because if you are selling, you must talk to somebody now. You can't be just a real closer, just I'm making this and you're not marketing. It's only you that will be there now. You wear everything you've made. So that's it. So you just create the environment, and the parents must learn. They must do it.
Okay, so final question from me. What words of advice do you have for parents towards getting involved in their children, building interest in craft? Like me, my son, I noticed that he likes to drum.
Yeah.
He'll just take everything, all my spoons.
Yes.
Spoons, he'll take, throw pillow and set it. And I was watching him. He will arrange it. We have like 4. And he'll just be, so.
How do you develop it for him?
How do you,
parent?
yes.
You see, it's good. I'll commend you that you notice that. Some people don't notice. Once you notice that, you get him in a music school. For summer, you will go to music class. If you don't want your child out, look for somebody that can come and teach him at home. They start them with basic, maybe all those paint buckets. They will start, then you have a small drum set if you can afford it. If you can't afford it, you can rent for that period. And say, okay, you can teach them the piano. The teacher will bring his own or her own. But first thing, you must notice it. You've noticed it, and you have to own their skills. Now you've noticed it, so you get him a lesson teacher, a music teacher, or go to music class. That's the number one. If you can't do it, I know you can't drum.
Me?
Yes.
I cannot drum.
So you get somebody that knows how to. She can say, you do the backup. It's allowed. So you get somebody that knows it to teach him at a fee. Because if you must notice your child. If you don't notice, some people, like I was growing up, I used to love going to the market. I still like going to the market. I have this joy, just seeing tomatoes, everything arranged. My husband said, how? I like going to my 12, I like going to do butter, even though it's horrible. You smell it, they push you, but I just like it. I love it. Shopping online is like chore for me. I'm like, I can't feel it, I can't touch it. Why can't I touch it? So I'm a touchy feeling person. So even if you tell, like, I wanted to buy a wig for my daughter, she's like, it's an online shop. I said, can I pick it up? Because I have to touch it. I don't
feel it.
Yeah, because he said no. I said, okay, sorry, it can't be my customer.
So you have another skill, going to market.
Yeah, it's a skill.
It's a skill.
And they are personal shoppers now.
Yes.
They shop for you.
Yes.
It's also it's a skill. Because some people will see a red dress and a red bag, they'll match it and it might not be the same thing, and they are making money. You have to pay them. You have to pay for the services. There is no skill that is lost in this world. Monetize it. Okay, like now she likes wearing turbans and everything. I don't even know how to tie it, but if I tell her please help me, she'll do a fantastic job doing it without even moving. Do you see? I don't have that skill, so she can teach it to me. Do you understand? So if you notice your child, I used to like following my mother to everywhere where they buy, and I know the markets they go, where they buy Ijebu Gari, where they even Mushi market. I know everything. So if you want me to go now, I said, oh, if you want to know where to buy this, there's a girl now. She goes, oh, I've seen this place. If you want to get the address, pay me. Go into my bank. I said the address for you for 5,000 naira. I'm like, oh, wow. Shouldn't I be selling my own now? Because I just like, go to Mushi, this street, you buy it there. So my daughter was like, this girl is strict. Mommy, I know it's arena shop. I know. I said it is now. Because I saw said she wants us to pay. I said, don't worry, I take you there. I'll show you where she's buying the treats. Why? because she is interested, but somebody has made money out of it and all that. So as it just have to be intentional.
Thank you.
You can't exhaust this.
No, we
you
cannot.
know, skills, craft, vocational skills,
Yeah.
everything. I want to thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Dupe
Yeah.
Adekunle, CEO of Craft Plus.
Yes, that name, boy, you can use it.
Because we used to call it together.
Yes, a word. My name is okay. My name is
like one
Modupe
word,
Banjo
yes.
Adekunle. People call me Dupe Banjo. That's my own name. They not put Adekunle because I'm married. So people still call me Dupe Banjo. So we can't. Yeah. And Adekunle now, so that it compounds everything together.
The holidays are here. I will be talking about engaging kids through craft during these holidays. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. I enjoyed myself.
The program continues after this short break.